Welcome to the Island of Death. Today, we are starting off with the guardian of the island. His cliff is practically a jungle from now. But he doesn't know something's following it. This is something we haven't shown in quite a while. Ever since season 1, all the way up here to season 3, it's finally here. If you guessed the old Tyrannosaurus, then you're correct. It would be the apex right now if it still had the strength, but now it's just the old Tyrannosaurus that could be killed by anything. It's trying to meet its son, and yes, the Desert Rex is its son. I'm not sure if you've watched the season 1 episode of where we show its son. This Desert Rex, or the Guardian, is the son. But the Desert Rex notices the Desert Rex starts to recognize the old apex is now outdone by its own son, and it's proud. But it feels threatened, as if the son might attack. But the son is fine with it roaming its jungle. It doesn't have any hard feelings, it just lets it roam around, as it needs to give some sort of honor to its parents. Now the parent will take it and see what its son owns. Deep in the jungle, the mother finds a Pinacosaurus grazing. The Pinacosaurus turns and starts its threat. The mother knows what it's going to get itself into, which is death. It's way too weak to face anything at its age. Instead, it will just let the Pinacosaurus live. If it was still an apex, it would have killed the Pinacosaurus easily. But the Pinacosaurus isn't the only thing that's found it. It's a Megalosaurus. It bites the tail. It's not even worrying about anything the Pinacosaurus could do. The Pinacosaurus will just graze over there instead by the Megalosaurus. An awfully larger theropod than the Pinacosaurus, way larger than the Pinacosaurus, shows up. It's the Acrocanthosaurus that is usually at the other spot. But the Pinacosaurus, once it turns around, it sees it's way too big for a fight. so it goes away. Right now, it would be hunting, but it's quite opportunistic at the island of death. But the mother comes back, as it doesn't want anything hurting its son. Things almost as large as its son, if not as big. But the Acrocanthosaurus has seen this mother before, but it does not know that the mother is way weaker than it was. A baby Diplodocus is sitting at the rock, waiting for its mother to come. It's a baby Diplodocus. But, as you know, the Acrocanthosaurus couldn't barely get anything out of that carcass of the Megalosaurus. But the baby noticed. The baby finds out that it's at the edge of a cliff. This baby Diplodocus was barely a baby. It was almost close to juvenile. After eating the leg, the Acrocanthosaurus thinks it has had its fair fill and will let a scavenger take the rest. These bloody footprints attract a lost Utah raptor from the pack. It's right now being opportunistic because it's not as strong without its pack. The way how it lost this pack was from a night when I was sleeping, and all of a sudden the pack just went away. Poof, gone. It feels like they ran away from it. So now it's trying to come back to one of those members and wants to kill one. It's had its fill now, and now the Diplodocus is a rotting carcass. Nothing would like to eat this except for flies and pteranodons. We're at the herd right now, and we'll look at something that we've shown in last episode. It's the Therizinosaurus. Right now, the Therizinosaurus is grazing off of a medium-sized tree. Another sauropod is gonna do the same, the Diplodocus. But all of a sudden, they both turn around because the rest of the herd is moving on. Wait, the blood's attracted to hybrids? Come on, get up, camera. Oh, the hybrids have broke it.